Good morning, friends. Happy Monday. It is time for this week's planner spread and meal prep and goals. So I am going to get right into it, seeing as I have a monthly and a weekly to show you this week, and my meal plan and grocery list. So I'm going to get right to it. So this is my first monthly spread. I don't have a lot marked on here. I'm not quite sure yet exactly how I'm going to use it in its entirety. I will probably add on to it as the month goes on, but for today, this is what I am doing. So this is one of the monthly kits, minus this is washi tape, but this, the pink and the gray, are one kit, a monthly kit that I got from Vandenberg Designs from Etsy. I showed them in my haul the other day. So basically what I did is I covered up the month up here with the washi tape. I have Be Grateful up here. That came with the Good Food stickers from Mambi. And then these two I got in my Happy Mail box from Melody. So I stuck those in. I'm not really sure what I need or want to do with this sidebar for the month. Because I have the bill paying section, I did write my big bills on here, like my car payment and my car insurance and my Weight Watchers. But other than that, there's just a lot of nickel and dime ones, you know, our credit card payment and smaller things like that. So I did not write those on here. I did put my husband's paydays on here. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be a learning curve this month. For this one, I will kind of see how I use it. I love the pink and the gray, and the blue doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would when I started. I started thinking, man, I really need to pay more attention to those kind of things, but the blue is kind of a nice offset. So I don't mind it so much. So yeah, I haven't put it in here yet. My parents, my mom and my stepdad are going away Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and they'll be back late on Sunday. So me and my kids have to take care of the dog and the chickens. So I do need to put some marker in that they're going to be gone. And then I do have marked down, this is going to be a grown-up weekend for me and my husband, which we have not had in a long time. We are actually traveling from where we live to Gillette Stadium, where in Massachusetts, for the Country Fest that's going on that weekend. The show starts at 5, so I put a little margarita, even though I probably won't have margaritas. I'll probably have a beer or something at the show. So I marked that down, and that continued on to Sunday. I may add some seashells here. We are going to try to leave early Sunday morning and kind of make a detour, not a detour, but a little bit out of our way, but we're going to try to go to Hampton Beach, which is our favorite beach ocean spot. But it is, you know, almost 4 hours away from us. So we haven't been this year yet. Our kids, it's just a long day for them. So we haven't been. So I thought just me and my husband could go pick up seashells, have a meal at the beach, and then come home to see our kids. So that's kind of what's going on in the month. I don't have a lot on here, like I said, every other week. I mean, I grocery shop every week, but every other week when my husband gets paid is when I kind of do my big shopping. So I put some little shopping carts there. But yeah, that's the monthly spread. Not very exciting yet. I'm going to kind of see how I use it. But on to the first week in August. This was a kit that I bought from Pretty Cute Planner. There's of course stickers from others. The ombre sticker, the camera, those all come from J-Whackers. The scale, which I have not put my weight in for this week yet. This process of planning is definitely a learning experience for me. And because of the way that I use my planner, because I track in it, these kind of stickers are hard to use for me. I'm going to have to think about those things when I order full kits or when I use scrapbook paper or whatever, because I can't write on them at all. Like the light ones I can. And unless I want to use lots of half boxes or meal planner stickers, I'm going to have to be more cautious about the really dark papers for planning for the tracker during the day, because I can't really write on them. So no big deal. And I have to admit, when I first started this layout, I hated it. I actually changed the washi tape. I had a different washi tape on there, and I absolutely hated it. So I did add this one that looks like black lace, which I think is really pretty. And I don't know, I just wasn't in love with it, and now that I've looked at it for a couple of days, I am really happy with it now. I think it's pretty. I think the colors are a little more bold than I normally go, which is okay. It's really pretty and floral, and I love it, and I can't wait to get started on it. So I did do something new because I don't work out on Sundays, and because I have a box over here for my workout, for my steps. I did add a to-do list here of the things that I want to do to get ready for the next week on Sundays. I don't do a lot of meal prep, as you guys know, but I like to cut up some veggie sticks and boil some eggs and things like that. So I'm going to fill that out. And then over here in my sidebar, I have a place for my videos. I'm not quite done filling that out yet. The videos that I want to get done this week, I've been trying to do my planner video, my planner spread, a couple what I ate today's. I've been trying to get in a cook with me video every week. This week instead I may do a grocery haul, because I don't really have anything planned in my week that I or one of the other girls here on YouTube have not made or filmed yet. So I don't know that I will do a cook with me. I think I may do a grocery haul this week. And then of course my Weight is Enough Wednesday. I have a hydrate sticker here to track my waters. And then I do have written up here my smart points. I did change it a little bit. I have not changed my my sheet in the back that tells me, but I've been doing 34 points on Mondays, and I'm finding it really hard to fill up to 34, just because it's a day I'm home by myself and with the kids and whatever. So I did move it to 32, and then I kept the rest of the week the same. So before I show you my meal plan and stuff, I'm going to take you back to last week and show you my day, how it ended up filled out. So this was my week last week. I didn't have quite as much trouble using all my points this week. There were still a couple of days that I didn't hit. Monday, I did actually get 34. Tuesday, I only used 19 points. 13, 10 is 23. I used 30 on Wednesday. We were at the beach all day, and I didn't take a lot of food with us on purpose because I did not want to snack a lot. So I didn't hit my mark that day, but that's okay. 5 and 12 is 17 and 9 is 28. So I almost reached it on Thursday. 18. I didn't track any snacks. Oh yeah, because we were gone to Grayson's doctor's appointment. So I didn't have too much trouble. I think I was closer to the goals that I had. But I'm not pushing myself. I do try to get a different amount every day, but I'm not being so harsh on myself if I don't get all of my points, because I find eating just to eat isn't right, and I don't want to do that. So I did pretty well tracking last week. I still didn't get in a whole lot of activity that I wanted to. I did my 30-day challenge every day. I even did it on Sunday, but I didn't mark it down. I did Bikini Body Mommy one day. I just haven't been feeling it. I haven't really had time. My days have kind of been busy. Wednesday when we were at the beach, I did get in my husband's kayak, which I have not done in at least 2 years, if not longer. I think the last time I went was before I got pregnant with my daughter. It felt awesome. I was super happy to be back in. So I did track that separately in my Fit Points, because I noticed that I did not get any tracker steps. That please. I did not get any tracker steps for that. It did not register. I did not get any tracker steps for it. So I did track like 45 minutes of low intensity. I was just kind of pooling around. But and then over here, I didn't finish it completely for the weekend. But I did try to add in my Fit Points that I earned every day over here with my steps, which kind of kept me tallying them up nicely. So that's kind of it. I had my haircut, and Willow's first haircut, which I kept, which was kind of cool. So yeah, that was kind of my week. Nothing really new that I didn't do the week before. So I will take you... Okay guys, so here is my meal plan and my grocery list for the week. I used the cutest washi tape that Melody sent me, which was the cupcakes. And I used that on the bottom and the top, and then I did add a row of pink. And this week we are doing everything stuffed chicken. I have made it before. It's just chicken that you cut a slit in. You stuff it with a little bit of cream cheese, and then you dip it in egg white, and you put poppy seeds, sesame seeds, minced dried garlic and minced dried onions on the outside, and you just cook it like that. It's really, really good. It tastes like an everything bagel, which is awesome. Who doesn't love an everything bagel? We're going to do baby potatoes and broccoli with, I can't believe it's not butter light. I usually only use a teaspoon. So that is 0 points, and some sour cream for my potatoes. So that will be Monday. Tuesday, I'm going to do taco soup in the crock pot. I only have 2 bags left in my freezer. And I try every week to do one day that is a crock pot meal. I'm actually going to do 2 this week. So I'm going to do taco soup, and maybe, because I'm going to do it for dinner instead of lunchtime, I'm going to try and find a low point cornbread muffin or another kind of muffin that I can have with it for supper time. Wednesday and Thursday, of course, is my husband's day home, so I added the happiness is this sticker. I want to do salmon. I've been saying for 2 or 3 weeks that I've been craving salmon, so I'm going to do a salmon on top of a salad with sweet potato fries, and then Thursday I'm going to leave up to him We actually may not be home for supper Thursday night. We are trying to plan a day trip with our kids. We have, I know I saw in Heather, Weight Watchers with Heather's video, that they have one in their area, and I did not know that there was other locations, but we have an amusement park about an hour and a half away. It's called Santa's Village, and it's really great, and the kids love it. We've been a couple of times the last few summers, so we are going to try to take them on Thursday if it's not supposed to be super hot or raining. So we may not be here for supper that night. We may eat supper out. I do know we are going to pack our food. This is an awesome family-oriented theme park, and the best thing is that you can bring your own food. So we are going to pack a cooler lunch for lunchtime, but I'm not so sure about supper, so that will be to be determined. On Friday, I am going to do a burrito bowl. It is all the rage here on YouTube with us Weight Watchers community. I know M. Wilson from M. Wilson Fit Fam makes some, and Jess from Weight Watchers Journey to Health is making some in her recipe. I don't know if she added it to her meal plan, but I don't know if she's going to do a cook with me with it. But I'm going to make it with steak because I have a couple chicken on here, and who doesn't love steak? So I'm going to do that. On Saturday, I want to make M. Wilson's sweet potato noodle dish that has the peanut sauce, and I believe it has chicken. And I may add an egg roll. I did a recipe video yesterday where I did chicken egg rolls, homemade chicken egg rolls. They are only 2 Smart Points. Can you believe that? They are baked, and they are only 2 Smart Points a piece. So I may add one of those to my meal. And then on Sunday, this is my favorite Weight Watcher recipe, like off the Weight Watchers online website. I have changed the amounts of ingredients and stuff to make them lower, but it is amazing. It cooks for only a couple of hours, but it's really good. It's just a slow cooker lasagna, and you only use 6 lasagna noodles in it. And I might even be able to use 5, but it did not change the points any if I used 5 or 6. Super, super good, super easy. Definitely a lot less work than a regular lasagna. So I'm going to make that on Sunday with some garlic bread and a salad and green beans. So I can't wait for that. I actually got it down to 6 points per serving. In the Weight Watchers app, it is 10 points. All I did was take out maybe a quarter of a cup of ricotta. I actually added some cottage cheese because we like cottage cheese in ours. All I did was doctor it up a little bit. I used a little bit of a leaner meat. I think in the Weight Watchers app they use 93% ground beef. I'm going to use 96% ground beef. And then the biggest change that I made, which for lasagna, I don't mind it. They had 1.5 cups of low-fat or reduced-fat mozzarella cheese, which was 14 points. I substituted in 1.5 cups of fat-free mozzarella, which I don't mind. I think the kind that I buy melts just fine, and that changed it to only 2 points. So the points went way down with the fat-free mozzarella. So that's going to be on Sunday. And then in this box this week, I've been having trouble with lunches. I have just been kind of running out of ideas. So I wrote down, of course, I'm going to have taco soup, so I can have taco soup if I want. I'm going to buy some more fish cakes because they are my favorite, and I always kind of forget about them. And then I'm going to buy some English muffins, which I should add that in. My kids really enjoyed the English muffin pizzas we had last week. So I'm gonna buy some English muffins so I can also do, or even on bread, some tuna melts. I found 9 cans of tuna in my cupboard this morning as I was taking inventory. So I need to eat up some tuna fish. So tuna melts or tuna sandwiches or even just tuna on a salad. I need to eat up some of that tuna fish this week. So then on to my shopping list, which is bigger this week. This is kind of the first week in the month when we kind of stock up our freezer, stock up our cupboards, pick up all of the staples that we are running out of. So, you know, I have just the stuff that I need for my recipes, and like my produce looks really small, but I buy tons of produce. But these are things, the clementines my kids requested because they ate a whole bag of them this week. But other than that, the rest of them are just ones that I need specific for a recipe. English muffins or cornbread recipe, garlic bread, either frozen or fresh. Just a couple of cereal and grains. I don't buy a lot of grains. I do need, oh, I put that down here, okay. I'm out of a lot of cheeses and things like that, so I need to get that. For my canned goods, I really only need diced tomatoes for a couple of the different recipes. Frozen, I want to find some veggie or turkey corn dogs. I know Amber from Amber's Weight Watcher Adventure had some of the meatless corn dogs this week and they looked super good. So I'd like to try that, and that would also be good to have for lunch. And then meat and condiments and staples and miscellaneous. I don't have a ton here. I'm sure I will buy quite a bit more when I'm at the store. Like I said, this being kind of the first day of the month. My shopping tends to be a little bit bigger to kind of stock up because, as you have seen before, we like to kind of eat out of our pantry the last week of the month. Not necessarily, well, it definitely helps our budget and stuff, but we also just like to eat up and make sure that the things in our fridge and the things in our freezer get eaten up so that we can restock. We only have a small freezer, but we like to just about empty it out at the end of the month. So that's kind of why we do a bigger shop at the beginning. So that is what this week looks like, guys. I'm going to flip you around and talk to you about my goals really quick, and then we will be done. Hi guys, I am holding on to you right now, and I usually will put you on a tripod, but I'm trying to keep this really short because I think the video is already like 26 minutes long. So I had a really good week last week. I'm not going to tell you what my weight or anything like that was, but the one thing my one big goal this week is just to start getting back into more activity. I'm finding it really hard to find time, and I need to make time. It's important for me, just for my mental clarity, to add that activity back in. Even if it's just Bikini Body Mommy and a couple of walks. I haven't been doing any of it. We are starting, what's today? Today we are starting a new challenge. We are going to work on our arms this month instead of our abs and our legs because they need a break. I am not sad to see the ab and squat challenge go. It was pretty intense towards the end, but I feel stronger and my tummy area feels tighter even after just 1 month of doing squats and crunches. Yep, in just a minute. Sorry about that. Okay, so anyways, activity. I need to do it. I need to stop making excuses. I need to stop being so busy in a day that I cannot make time to exercise. I just need to do it for me. Not that my weigh-ins haven't been good or anything like that, but physically I feel better when I exercise, and my mental clarity is much better when I exercise. So that is my big goal for the week. I think water is never a problem for me. My steps are never a problem for me. I I'm not stressing too much about my points at this point. All I'm really trying to do is have a couple of higher days and a couple of lower days, which I think work really well for me. I was talking with Jess from Weight Watchers Journey to Healthy. I know she tried to do the whole modified points last week, and she had a little bit of a gain. I think that might have just been water retention, and I hope, Jess, if you're watching this, that you're feeling better about it. It has really worked wonders for me, and I know Amber. So give it another shot, but basically I'm just trying to have structured higher days and structured lower days. And I was talking to her about it, and I was telling her, I think I might have been talking to Amber about how...
My shirt's inside out.
Sorry about that. Okay, so I was talking to Amber, not Jess, about it. But I was telling her that especially on my lower point days, like 24 point days, I worry so much about having lower point days that I find everything that I eat on those days is super high in protein. Now, I eat a lot of protein anyways, and I fill myself with lots of good vegetables and fruit. But I find on my low days that I'm particularly cautious about that, about having enough protein to keep me full, that I eat so much protein that I have a hard time. Those are the days I have a hard time filling out my points. I don't necessarily have a hard time filling out my higher point days as much as I do my lower point days. I usually hit like 19 or 20 points and I'm done for the day because I've eaten such high protein stuff that I'm full.
I did it.
So, good job. So, those are the days that I'm having trouble filling out my points, is my lower point days, because they're so packed full of protein and high fiber foods. So that's okay. I'm okay with that. So that is my week this week. I'm really getting into this planner thing. It is always kind of open. Sorry, my arm is tired. It's kind of always open on my cupboard, which is nice for me to look at and have a place to kind of research and plan, and it's been nice being able to go back and see the weeks before. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm actually going to take my whole planner this week to the grocery store with me. So yeah, I hope you all have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.